We are live. All right, welcome everybody to Diamond Zone. It is 7 a.m. Pacific time, and you guys could take it from there based on where you are around the country. But just so everybody knows, we conduct Diamond Zone Monday through Friday at this time, and really for the purpose of getting everybody set right for their day, get the right mindset so we can go out there and really share what we do on a daily basis. I know a lot of us are coming off of an unbelievable event in Las Vegas. Really, I was doing the opportunity presentation last night, and I was telling the group that, my mindset has always been really the company started yesterday in my mind. And, Lisa and I have been very fortunate to achieve a rank of president and above in a very short period of time coming over to this company. And I got to tell you, and I say this every time I do a presentation, do you guys realize since January, when you hit the president rank or above, we've been to Dubai, Thailand, the event in Vegas. Okay, now we're going to the Beverly Hills Four Seasons this weekend. We'll be in Italy in September. I mean, these are the type of events. This doesn't exist in other companies. I mean, when you get to that ranking, it's amazing. And a lot of people, what will happen is when you achieve one of your goals, okay, a lot of people then take their foot off the pedal. The mindset we have coming out of that event is, if the company in my mind has just started, then I need to get started again. So our mindset is whatever we've accomplished is great, but we're looking at it as gravy. And we're starting over in our mindset, okay, like we have nobody in our business. And we're going to go out there and do exactly what we did again prior to the event. So I'm just sharing with you what our mindset is. And we want to bring in this next 2 weeks, 20 brand new people. Because when you have an opportunity like this, let me ask you all a question. Wouldn't you want everybody to see what you see? Isn't that the business? Isn't the business really getting people to know what you know? See, I have a philosophy. When other people know what you know, then there's no excuses. A lot of people don't know something like this exists. All they know is what they know. And what we want to do is let people know, okay, that we have something called an opportunity to share with them. And that opportunity is shared to them, as we all know, with a 2-minute and a 5-minute video. And a lot of you that were at the event, or if you were not at the event, get the recording. I mean, even if you took that recording and you watched 2 hours a day, an hour a day, okay, of all the different speakers, you'll get a feel for what we just experienced. And now here's the challenge. Ready for the challenge? For the people that went to the event, the challenge is keeping the mindset consistently, keeping your mindset and keeping that excitement level after the event is over. See, we know people are going to get excited for a 48-hour period. The challenge is going out there and achieving the goals that you set at the event. So I was talking to a lot of people because, one of the things that was presented to us was to write down on a piece of paper what ranking you want to accomplish for the next event that we have in October. Where do you want to be, and do you want to walk across that stage at what rank? And here's what I heard. I heard a lot of people say, I want to be a diamond. I heard another smaller group of people say, I want to become a president. And another group said, I want to be presidential millionaire. And guys, don't take this the wrong way. I love goals. But I want to share with you, okay, you guys all see your income disclosure, right? I was saying this yesterday. You know, people that were meeting me at the event, they go, wow, you're tall, okay? You're a pretty big dude. I go, what are you basing me on? The little picture, the little square that you see me on every day? What do you expect to see? This little square walking down the aisle? Okay, it's funny how people think. Okay. All right, so let me show you something. I got this nasty stuff from the air conditioning in Vegas. You go outside, it's 115, then you go back inside, it's cold. Then you go back outside, it's 115, you go back inside, it's cold. Not good. All right. So I want you to understand that I love people who take the time to set themselves up, right? And they have their financial goals, right? And you all know your compensation plan, right? If I get to silver, it means I have 100 points on my lesser leg. To get to gold, I got 2,000 points on my lesser leg. Platinum, 5,000 points. Diamond. So to become a diamond, okay, you have to have 10,000 left, 10,000 right. Now, and like I said, there's people setting these goals, but you have to know something, guys. Most of the people I was talking to, and you guys got to understand something. This is Diamond Zone stuff, right? We get into more of the realness of the business. I'm all about being real with yourself. Most of the people that were setting these goals didn't get to team developer yet. You can't get to gold until you become team developer. You can't get to diamond unless you have the structure necessary, right, to get to diamond. So I just want people to understand, if you're not team developer, you got to make this your initial goal. And I want to share with you, if you got your first two and this person's a dud, does this not happen? And this person's a dud. How can you help those two get their two? Well, you know what? I could bring somebody else underneath these two people, right? But would I do that? No. Why not sponsor another person, right? See, that other person that you bring in, watch. That other person you bring in, okay, if you bring in Sam, Sam's a dud. Bad Sam. Okay? And then you bring in Mary. Mary's here. That's one of Sam's people. Could you not help Mary get her first two people? That counts. Of course you can. But what if Mary's a dud and you bring in another person? You're just searching down to find the person that gets the first two. Everything is solved. Everything is solved by bringing in new blood. But a lot of people, what happens is they bring their first two and you're force feeding this business on two people that are not going to do it. Okay, you have to understand, a third do nothing. A third of the people you bring in do nothing. So you got to know this. A third of the people you bring in will get in and they'll become frozen. You know what frozen means? Frozen means whatever it means. I don't try to figure out why people come in and do nothing. I'm there for them. There's no doubt. I'm working with them. They get their welcome letter like everybody else does. But some people, life takes over. And another third of the people that you bring in will actually go to work. Right? So now if I know that, if I'm bringing in new people, if I'm going to bring in 10 people, because I'm going to go back out there and I'm going to go out and I'm going to share this with as many people as we can. I know out of 10, 3 do nothing, 3 are frozen, and 3 to 4 will go to work. But I got to have this number to make these numbers work. Do you follow me? If you bring in one person, a third of the person does nothing. A third is frozen, and a third of the person is going to go to work. The numbers don't work. You got to have a group of people coming into your business at once. I love when people start playing with the slides. Okay, so I'm going to figure out how to not let people do that. Okay, but anyway. All right, so I want to make sure you guys set your realistic expectations. Get to team developer. If you're not a team developer, okay, then you can't get to these other levels. So make this your first goal, guys. I love it. You guys, we need to celebrate team developers. We need to celebrate every single success story. Now, when we got in the car yesterday, okay, it was me, Lisa, and Jenna. Now, obviously, I was driving. So you know what Lisa and Jenna did? From the time we left Vegas, because we drove home, it's only 3.5 hours. We took 4 hours because we stopped and got something to eat. You know what they were doing? Texting. Just going out there, going through the list again. And here we are. Now we're just playing this game. Lisa starts screaming, "Oh my God, here come responses." Jenna, "Oh my God, we gotta do a 3-way call. This person wants more information." This is what happens. This is exactly what happens, guys. Any type of activity equals productivity. So by the time we got home, right now they have their follow-up calls, and now we had 7 people on the call last night. 7 brand new people on the opportunity presentation. Because now we're back in zone 1. Not that we're ever out of zone 1, but the focus right now is zone 1. Okay, you know what zone 1 is for all the new people? Recruitment phase. Getting the information again in the same people's hands. Do you know that most of the people because all we had was our cell phone book. Okay, you had your cell phone, so you had your cell phone address book. Most of the people that were contacted before. But you know the people that responded said, in most cases, my situation's changed. I'm open again. And here's the other thing people were saying. I'm seeing the activity. Because these are all our Facebook friends also. They saw the pictures of the weekend. They saw the type of suite that we were in. Right? They saw the fun. They saw the camaraderie. They saw some of the videos. See, when you're consistent in getting out the message, people are watching. People are watching what's going on. And this is why you got to be consistent in reaching out to people. You got to be consistent in your postings. Because you know what you're doing? You're sending a message that, yes, I am doing this. Because how many times have you heard this before? When you become successful, come back to me. Well, I ain't going back to anybody. I need you now. But I want them to keep watching. I want them to know that, yes, I'm really doing it. You know what they're really saying? They're probably saying, how many of these have you started before and you were never consistent? See, sometimes we wonder why people don't get involved with us. Because maybe you've been involved in 3 or 4 other opportunities and they know you weren't consistent. So you got to show consistency. You got to show a message. And then you should never feel bad retouching your contact base every 60 to 90 days. Touch base with them. Okay, and that's exactly what they were doing. And all of a sudden now, a lot of these people now are interested. So just a little tip. Go back, first of all, set your realistic expectations, all of you, right? And then go back and recycle your same consumer base. Go out there and send that message out again. Hey, just got back from Vegas, an unbelievable event. We need to talk. Use that. We need to talk. Some exciting stuff going on. Want to update you. Just things that you know right, might elicit a response. Okay, now, tonight, 6 o'clock, we are going to break the internet. We are going to all be part of, I believe, the largest opportunity webinar ever given. www.helozoom.us. www.helozoom.us. Chad and Anita, the number 8 top earners in the world of network marketing, who got their $3 million ring, okay, making $3 million really over the last 9 months, will be doing the presentation. So we want to all build for that event. It'll also be broadcasted on Facebook Live, but that will be tonight at 6 o'clock Pacific time. helozoom.us. The ones I do are very consistent. You guys know you can count on them: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. But tonight, okay, can you imagine you start sending out messages? You want to be part of one of the largest opportunity webinars ever? This is what's happening. See, people want to be involved in the excitement. They want to be involved in all these different activities. So you got to be very good at inviting. So take the time today, guys. Let's get as many people as we can on that event tonight at 6 o'clock. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do, because obviously Diamond Zone is getting very popular, and so I'm going to increase the participants. Right now we have 100 people, so we've maxed out. So I got to upgrade the subscription. Okay, I know I just have to click a button where we can now have 500 people on this call, because my phone's blowing up that they can't get on because there's 100 people on the Zoom call. All right. So anyway, I will take care of that for tomorrow morning. Make sure. So now going into, I want to get you guys to understand something about this business. And you heard every speaker talk about it. Every single speaker. And I believe a lot of people who are in Diamond Zone, you've identified your why. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on this. You see, at least there's an importance for you to get on Diamond Zone, which tells me you're serious. But if you don't have your why, it's going to be very hard to stay consistent. That's the business. The business is consistency. Everybody could get excited for 24 hours. Everybody could get excited when you're at a Las Vegas event. Your real challenge is when you go home to the everyday, mundane things that you do on a daily basis. And so when you're home and you're sitting there and you have this idle time, you got to find your why. Your why is going to make you go and stay in action. If your why is big enough, you got to be honest with yourself. Okay, what is it you want out of this business? And then hopefully that sparks the activity level. The only activity you can do as a new person is this. Send. Send. Hello. Hey, Dan, it's Jeff. What's going on, brother? Oh, not much. Small talk, small talk, small talk. Dan, let me tell you the purpose of my call. Lisa and I just got back from this Las Vegas event. I mean, I know if you watch my Facebook post, I'm telling you, brother, this is off the hook. And I know you have multiple streams of income. Listen, I'm sending you this 2-minute video. I want you to watch it. It may or may not be for you. If it's for you, I want to talk to you because we're having a lot of fun and we're making money. If it's not for you, I still want you to receive my information because maybe you could hook me up. I know you know a lot of people that would love an extra $2,000 to $4,000 a month. So if I send you this 2-minute video, brother, will you watch it? Perfect. Just watch the video. This is how sometimes you got to talk to some of your people. Just be upfront. Don't call up and go, hey, how you doing? Well, you know, I'm so excited. It's this wearable technology thing. You should have been there. They speak. No, be direct. Let them know it's okay if they don't like what they see. And then let them know that if it's not for you, maybe you know somebody. You know what a lot of people say? Oh, I'll do that. Because you've taken them off the hook. I don't really care. I'm just going through my numbers. And I know without a doubt, if you saw what I saw, Dan, you would be excited. But it starts with what? Well, Jeff, you know what? Just tell me more about it. No, watch the 2-minute video. Get their commitments. So that's all I could do. That's all you all can do every day. Text, phone calls. 3-way calls. Get people on the events. But the only way you're going to do those types of things if you know why you're doing it. That's why every single speaker says the same thing. Because there's nothing new. It's just what it is. Why do you go to work every day? Every person listening to me. Some of you are on your way there. You don't want to go there, but you're on your way. You're on your way to do something you know can't give you the financial wherewithal to accomplish your dreams, but yet you do it every day. Isn't that amazing? You know why? Because that's all you know. It's comfortable. It's natural. It's just what I do. I love when people say that. It's just what I do, Jeff. Well, let me share with you what you do there transfers over here. You just need a different vehicle. And so you got to match the opportunity to the people you're talking to. It's really that simple. And the way you do that is to open them up. Now, you know how you open them up? Anybody want to take a guess? 2-minute video. But I want you to be honest. I want you to speak from your heart, right? And just ask the question, will you watch this? And if the answer is yes, then get that into people's hands. Okay, so that's knowing your why. Now you got to secure your mindset. This is the thing that screws us all up. It's our mindset. Okay, we got to have our focus and our goal. And like I said, it's easy to stay excited when you're around 2,000 people and you're at the parties, right? And you're dancing and you're having fun and you're having a few drinks. Yes, it's easy to be excited. You got to secure your mindset when you go home. And it goes back to your why. It all ties together. You got to make sure you understand where you want to take this business. Now, you want the right mindset, 18-month commitment. Did you all hear me? 18-month commitment. Can you imagine any business? You know, most businesses don't turn a profit for 3 to 5 years. 18-month commitment to change your life. Now, 18-month commitment to what? Consistent activity. There you go. Now, here's the good news. You provide the activity. You determine when you do this and when you don't. One of the things that I said on stage is schedule your success. Schedule it, right? Watch. I'll just use this slide. If I'm somebody who's working, which is most people on this call, you have another situation. Okay, here's what you got to do. You all watching? Monday, I hate drawing with this. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? Saturday, Sunday. Ward, unmute yourself.
Go ahead.
Okay, give me your schedule, brother. What?
All
Take
right.
take this out of it. Give me your schedule that you have to do every day.
I run a company from 8 till 5, and then have
Hang on a
sports
second.
with grandkids and that.
Hang on a second. Monday through Friday, 8 to 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so watch this. Monday through Friday, Ward has to focus on what makes him money from 8 to 5. Because you run a company, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what has he done? He's scheduled 7 o'clock every day. He puts on his calendar, 7 o'clock or whatever time it is. I'm just using 7. Forget time zones right now. That he's going to be on Diamond Zone. Do you not see Ward every day on Diamond Zone? He obviously scheduled it. Because after Diamond Zone, 8 to 5, he's going to work. Right? Are you off Saturday and Sunday?
I am, yes.
Okay. So now, at 5 o'clock when you're done from work, what do, Ward?
I usually drive the kids to work, or I go to baseball and sports with the grandkids, take them there.
Okay, how many days a week do you take the grandkids to baseball?
Usually about 3.
Okay, what days are those?
Monday, Thursday, Saturday.
So Monday, Thursday, Saturday, from what time to what time are you taking the kids to? How many hours is that?
That varies. Anywhere.
2 hours?
I don't know, 2 hours a night, yeah.
Okay, so then we have, let's say 5 to 7 here on Monday night, 5 to 7 here on Thursday night, right? And then let's say Saturday is usually in the morning, right? 10 to 12. All right. Are you looking at your entire schedule now for the week? Pretty much? Okay. You might put in church. You go to church on Sunday?
Nope.
You heathen, you. Okay. Now watch. Now, I've just showed, do you ever do this? You all need to do this. Write out your life. This is priority for Ward. I'm not going to get Ward involved in world and say, Ward, quit your day job. No, you got to work around it. But when he sees it now, I could say, okay, Ward, we got to find the time. Well, I know every day after 5, if his desire is right, could we not find 2 hours on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I just found I could find here easily 15 to 20 hours easily a week for Ward to work this business. Biggest thing everybody says to me, I don't have the time. Oh, really? I'm showing you what I did 20, 30 years ago when I worked at the health club. I gave somebody a tour of the club. I'd bring him into the office. I'd say, okay, Mrs. Jones, buying the membership doesn't earn you money. Buying the membership allows you to walk through the doors. Now we have to find, based on the results you want, 5 days a week. You know what they said? I have no time. Okay, and I would sit there and I would write out her schedule right in front of her. I said, okay, let's find the time, Mary. And I promise you, if I sat down with anybody, I could find 1 hour, 5 days a week. But I said to her, I go, is your desire strong enough? You said you want to lose 75 pounds, Mary, right? That's not going to happen overnight. That's going to be an 18-month commitment. And we got to find an hour a day, 5 days a week. Is your health important to you? Yes. Then let's find it. And I'd write out her whole schedule. Same thing here, guys. Here's my challenge for everybody. Write out your entire schedule. And I promise you, if you eliminate all distractions, you will find, I promise, no less than 8 to 10 hours a week. Now we could talk. Now I could show, because now here's what Ward's saying. Okay, I see it. You're right, Jeff, I have it. If I want it, I have it. Time doesn't find you, you have to find the time. And so now I have to just develop a plan for Ward on what I want him to do during this 15 to 20 hours a week. And once again, we schedule that. 1 hour a day of that 15 to 20 hours is Diamond Zone. Let's say he commits to every opportunity presentation. That's another hour a day. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. But now we need money-making activities. So now I just showed Ward that he has time to make phone calls. Maybe I have to organize him on that. Maybe now he sees that on Wednesday night, if there's a networking event in his hometown, he could get there. But if he doesn't schedule it, listen, everybody, you'll do nothing. And then you'll get on Diamond Zone every day and go, hey, I'm here. And we consider being on Diamond Zone working. No, Diamond Zone is about getting your mindset right for the day that you've scheduled. That's what this is. And I'm just using Ward in this example here. And I could unmute every single person on this call, and we could do your schedule. But I want you guys to do this. Because walking around and talking to people, hang on, let me move this. Walking around and talking to all these people over the last weekend, right? You know what people all said to me? Same thing. I said, schedule it. Now, I know this looks like chicken scratch, but I think you got the point, everybody. Until you know, and until you believe you have the time, you could use it all day long. And you could pretend to yourself that you're doing the business because you're on the call at 7 in the morning. Because I could hang up right now and do nothing, but I did Diamond Zone. That doesn't do anything. Schedule it. That's what I meant when I did my presentation. Write it out, and I promise you, you'll find the time. If the desire's there. No desire, you're not going to find the time. I don't care how much Mary paid for my health club membership. If she paid $10,000 for a health club membership, which she didn't, unless she has a desire, doesn't make a difference what she paid for it. Well, same thing here. I don't care what you put into this business. You got to do the activity. And hopefully that helped everybody. Okay, just writing out your schedule and scheduling all the different events. When are you going to make your phone calls? When are you going to follow up? What networking events, excuse me, are you going to attend this week? When are you going to help your downline? When are you going to do your 3-way calls? When are you doing your launch meetings? Schedule it. Enough. Okay, now secure your mindset, put out your plan. Now what you want to do is you have to have a plan of action. What are your money-making activities, guys? Phone calls, text. Every single person on this call, I could probably honestly say, there's no way you've been through your entire contact base. Have your plan of action. Some people are running ads. Some people are going to networking events. Find your way to run your numbers. So if I have it scheduled, now I have my plan. The battle is now over. Now it's consistently working that plan based on what you scheduled. In other words, if I only have it scheduled 2 days a week for 2 hours a day, that's your schedule. Just don't plan on becoming a multi-millionaire with that schedule. That's all. Can you supplement your income an extra $1,000 a week with that schedule? Sure you can. So based on what you're putting into this, you're setting realistic expectations. And this is how you keep your sanity. Listen, I love when people say, oh, this isn't working. Well, let me ask you, can you show me your schedule of what's not working? In most cases, it goes back to the same analogy. Mary comes back 6 months later. Jeff, I want a refund. This health club thing doesn't work. I go to my computer. I go, Mary, in 6 months, you've walked through that door 3 times. Does the health club work for the people that schedule it and are here consistently? Yes. But Mary, you've been here 3 times in 6 months. Really, Mary? Now, if you want to sit down, Mary, and start over, and we schedule the time you walk through the health club, I could help you. Otherwise, kiss your money goodbye. You've chosen not to do what you're supposed to do. This all makes sense? Of course it does. Okay? Now, manage your expectations. Work with your upline based on your commitment level. Let them help you manage your expectations. Realistic expectations based on what you're really putting into this business. That'll help you. It keeps this right. This is the thing that will screw you up. Don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to the naysayers. Play your ball. Write that down. Play your ball. Don't play Jeff and Lisa's ball. That's unfair to you. We're both full-time. Don't play my ball. Okay? I have a 3-foot putt. Right? You got to get on the green. Does that make sense? So make sure you do that. Okay? Eliminate all excuses. This goes back to your why. If your why is strong enough, you'll make your schedule. If your why is strong enough, you'll actually go out there and do money-making activities. But you got to eliminate your excuses. I took away the biggest excuse today. Jeff, I just have no time. I'm just too busy. Okay, then there you go. That's the number one thing that people tell themselves. But if you're honest with yourself, I promise, 100% guarantee, if I sat down and had 94 phone calls today, I could find 4 to 6 hours a week in every one of your schedules. There is no doubt about it. Okay? And then stay consistent. Consistently working your plan. That's all I want you guys to do. Jenna, what time is it exactly? 38? Okay. So I want you guys to understand, first of all, today, realistic expectations. I love that you want to become a president, but let me ask you, are you a team developer? Let's get that done. Let's get that done. And if you went to work, we could get that done in 48 hours. And then the biggest problem for most people is they don't think they have the time. So this has been recorded. What I want to do now, guys, I want to take 10 minutes more. For the people that were in Vegas that didn't get a chance to say anything yesterday, okay, I want to hear from you guys. Okay, I want you guys to hear what your name, your background, and what you took away from the Las Vegas event. So everybody can unmute themselves. So I'd love to hear from a couple of people. Who is that?
Bill Major.
Hey, Bill, go ahead.
All right. Hey, listen, guys. You've got to get to the next event. You have to. I don't care what it is. I took away a couple of things from Las Vegas. I've been in the industry myself about 10 years, and I didn't work it right. I mean, it's not the company I was with fault. It's mine. It's all my fault for not doing the right things. My biggest weakness is not doing follow-up. And what I found out, one of the things I took away that made a lot of sense to me is persistency will give you money. Consistency will let you keep it. And that made a lot of sense to me because I'm not consistent. I mean, it's so hard to start over and over again. And I'll tell you, these speakers at the meeting fired me up. I am ready to listen to what Jeff just said. Take the steps to get to where you want to go. Take those steps, take the time, and do it. If I want to have some money and I want to have some time freedom, it's up to me. And I've heard this before. If it's going to be, it's up to me. Well, Jeff, I think, this has just been a life-changing experience. I appreciate you and Lisa so much for your leadership. With that, I'm going to sign off.
Bill, thank you so much, brother. And that's a great message to send people. Just being honest with yourself and knowing what your weaknesses are and stop using them as an excuse. Love it. Who else is out there, guys?
Dominic from Palm Beach. Go ahead, Jeff.
No, you go ahead.
Yes. Hey, Jeff, it's me, Dominic from Palm Beach, Florida. The event was life-changing. I never seen the leadership. I never been to an event like that. It just revigorated that I got to get to team developer, and I'm not that far from it. So, all my folks, I had a meeting with all of them, and I told them from here moving forward, if you guys don't do your list and we're not executing your list, you don't got my time. And I had two folks say, well, I can only put 10% of my time. Then you're going to get a 10% result, and I'm going to give you 10% too. So these people, I dropped the ball. It's my fault. I'm going to admit it. I dropped the ball in the beginning, but from here on forward, I'm not playing games. I'm gonna have the same attitude as Jeff and Lisa, because that's exactly what they told me. That's exactly what we need to do, and we all need to go out and we need to do the same. You, as a leader, have to set the pace. If you don't set the pace and it's the same thing. If you want to win the Super Bowl and you put it in the hands of a rookie, what do you think is going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. So you have to sit there and insist in order for them to start moving forward, and they have to follow the system. Okay? And my purpose in life with this company is to improve people's health, save lives, and become financially independent. Who wants to jump on the train? Fine. Not? Arrivederci. I'm done.
Hey, brother, welcome. Awesome. Hey, listen. All right, guys, so we just got a news flash that the pay cycle has been extended for 1 day. 1 day. Lisa just ran out and told me. So we have one more day, which is today, to close out the pay cycle. So just FYI, one more day for the pay cycle. Dominic, I love your energy. Okay, keep that energy, keep that excitement. Who else there wants to share, guys?
Hey, Jeff, it's Tom and Madison.
Hey, guys.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, the biggest thing I took out of that, I think, that was my first event ever. I've been involved with 4 different network marketing, and I was never all in. I decided that at this event, I was going to go all in. I think there's so many good nuggets that come out of that, but what got me was when Nikita was talking about what would presidents do, right? And after the final session was done, and I'm sitting at the bar having a jack on the rocks, and I'm talking to a couple guys at the bar, and also I'm like, okay, what would a president do? What would Lisa do right now after her talk? And I started talking to this guy, and I'm like, so are you open to new opportunities? Yeah. If I would send you a video, would you take a look at it? And if so, when could you look at it? And I did that, and before I left Vegas, I got 5 names that I followed up with. So, it was more of take the action now. What would a president do? And really getting all in, and that's where I'm at right now. And I'm stoked. I've got got 3 people looking at the opportunity tonight. We've got another 200 emails that or text messages we're sending out today between my wife and I, and hope to get another 10 to 20 people on tonight's call.
Hey, Tom, I love it. And if I'm understanding right, aren't you all in, brother?
I'm all in, man. I
Yep.
am all in.
I love it. And we need your date for your launch. I know you'll talk to me today, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Brandon. That's valuable information just going out there. I love that. What would a president do? Well, they'd probably talk to the person next to them. or at least start a conversation. One thing's for sure, they're going to say hi. It's amazing. Watch what happens when someone says hi. Who else is out there, guys?
Jeff, we're here.
Who's that?
Autumn and Jared. Look, Team Lookout World.
Hey, guys. Go ahead.
Hi. How are you?
I am awesome. I'm awesome. Go ahead. Tell us what you're.
We just wanted to comment just briefly about what the event kind of meant to us.
Mhm.
There was so many things that's really difficult probably to pick out just a couple of things specifically, but I would tell you guys that life-changing event, if you weren't there, you should have been. Do not make the mistake of missing the next one. For us, we took probably 200 pages of notes between the two of us, but we learned, you know what, honestly, notes don't mean anything. You can go and get the nuggets. You can go and listen to the speakers that were absolutely on fire. But if you don't come back and take those notes and the things that you learned and put them into mass action very quickly, nothing's going to change. The other thing is the speakers were super vulnerable. To really hear these guys' hearts and let it all hang out. And you guys, these guys, key players in the industry. I mean, people that have made hundreds of thousands of dollars got really vulnerable and showed that they've been hurt, whether it was in another company or because of a pay plan change or because of this or because of that. But the thing that probably stuck out the most to both my husband and myself is they never gave up. They pushed through it. They said, you know what, I can't depend on anybody but me, and if it's gonna be, it's up to me. So, you know, that's absolutely huge, the determination and the vulnerability that they got up there. And, you know, we're just able to tell trials and tribulations and show that they're normal, everyday people just like we are. They're just doing the right things every day, which is what we need to be doing. Last but not least, always prospecting. You know, we left the event yesterday and drove home. We stopped at the Grand Canyon. I actually took a video from the Grand Canyon of the license plates from everywhere you could possibly imagine. We walked up to people and handed out cards that we just saw with other wearable devices on. We met somebody from Sicily, Italy. We met somebody from Chattanooga, Tennessee. We met somebody from India. We met people yesterday. We probably recruited 15 people at the Grand Canyon yesterday, just by walking up to them and asking them how they liked their device that they had on and told them you should have a Hilo, not the one you have.
That's
So
it,
thank you for your time and your dedication to these calls, Jeff. They're just absolutely life-changing and crucial.
We love you guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. And you know what? She makes a great point. All activity is good activity. Because regardless if she recruits nobody from that, okay, it's putting yourself out there, guys, and letting people know that you're excited. And if you consistently do it, you're going to get results. It's an impossibility not to get results, but you got to do it and have fun with it. If you're not having fun, no one's following you. That's for sure. That's why we were such an attractive bunch in Vegas. Everybody wants to know, who's that group? These people are crazy. My God, they're excited. What are they doing? You heard the story yesterday. Excited group by the pool. Here comes conversation. They come to the party. They come to the 2-day event. They buy a premier pack. You heard the story yesterday. You know why? The energy, the excitement. All right, one more. Who wants to close out Diamond Zone today? Anybody want to share? Five, four.
I will.
Robert.
All right, wait, all right. Girls first, Robert. Who is that?
Diane. It's
Go ahead, Diane.
Going to Las Vegas, I just found it was a really humbling experience. The speakers in that were just, they were out of the ballpark. And my nephew Ward is on the screen right now, and we have made a pledge. We are going to be in Las Vegas in October. I have redone my list. I spent most of the day yesterday contacting people. I have 2 people to see today, and we are going to see you in Las Vegas.
Diane, I appreciate it. That's a
Speakers
big,
is phenomenal.
that is a big step, just going out there, recommitting. How about that one? Recommitting. All right, Robert, I'm going to give it to you. Go ahead, brother. Close out Diamond Zone. You're
The
muted.
one thing that hit
No,
me,
Robert, start over. You were muted. Go ahead.
Robert, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. The one thing that hit me the most was there's a difference between vision and dreams. Some people often confuse dreams with daily things of life or just life in general. Paying off bills, that's not really a dream. That's something that needs to happen. And that's it.
All right. Is that did it for you, brother?
That was a big moment.
All right. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter what it is. And whatever it is for you that makes you go to work, grab it. You guys, appreciate you. We're going to increase the attendance for Diamond Zone for tomorrow. So make sure everybody knows about it. But remember, tonight, the most important event is tonight at 6 o'clock, kilozoom.us. Let's break the internet. And remember, one more day on the pay cycle. Thanks, guys. Appreciate all of you.